All right, back again for another Fired Up Friday 2.0. This will be Char Cloth 2.0. As you guys saw last Friday, had what would be considered a fail, trying to mimic what Corporal's Corner did with his aluminum foil char cloth. Again, I think I did everything right, but I think the aluminum foil was just too cheap, and that due to the height and everything like that, with where the burner was, that maybe it just basically melted it. I will be doing another couple play arounds with it, with a different aluminum foil, and then I also want to try to use, this is one of those UST folding stoves. I want to try it with that, just to see if I can do it. But what I'm here for this week is, as you guys saw in last week, I found this little metal tin of my daughter's. And I'm going to try to do this the old-fashioned way. Put it in a tin, poke a hole in it, and go from there. Bring you guys with me. Alright, so I have the container. And as you can see, poked a hole right through, I think that's Elsa. I think that Elsa's nose. And pretty much all you do with these is literally you just put the cloth into the container. Just kind of lay it out. Let's bring it down. There we go. Just lay it out in here. The Corporal's Corner guy kind of laid his crisscross. So I'm going to kind of lay mine a little crisscross just to see if it does any different with it. And then throw my lid on. And again, I'm going to use the propane stove to see if it can work this way. And so let me get that set. I'll bring you guys back. All right, again, because it's always cooler when you can see the flames. Put this right on top. And scoot it up just a little bit. Try to make sure that it's on all the little hooks. Now, the theory is, whenever you're doing char cloth, is you're going to have a little bit of flame, then your flame goes away, and then you get smoke, and when your smoke goes away, you're supposed to be done. Like right now, you can kind of see it on the camera. There is smoke coming out of here. And in theory, here in a minute, should have a little bit of flame, and then we go from there. So let it go and see if I don't burn the shed down. The flame is now gone, and there's still smoke coming out the top. The one thing I have to be careful with basically is because the paint on the outside is actually burning off also. Oh, hey, there's a little bit of flame right there. So I'm going to give it another second or two, and then I'm going to give it a check. I forgot to mention in last week's video, and I did forget to mention at the beginning of this one, I do have a fire extinguisher out here. And man, it is smoky in here. Alright, the flame went out. I'm going to turn it off and bring you guys back here in just a second. I'm going to let it get all cooled off. Alright everybody, so I'm back. I let this cool off. I actually ended up putting it on top of this is my Esbit stove because it was starting to burn my glove. But anyways, that is what your char cloth is supposed to look like when it is all done. Now the bottom piece is really not usable, so I am glad that I put several pieces in here. So that is another way to make char cloth. And for my next week, I will actually attempt to use my flint and steel. The flint that I got from Jerry, and the steel that I bought. And I'm a horrible friend. I really am. I'm so horrible, and I literally feel bad about this. I cannot remember who sent me these bags. Please, whoever sent me these, put it in a comment, because this little bag fits perfectly for my flint and steel setup. I've got my little bag in here from Jerry, and then I've got my steel, and then my little bag of rocks in here, and it fits perfectly. But I literally cannot remember who sent me this, and it works perfect. I really appreciate it. So whoever sent me this, please put it down link below, and I will talk to you guys here on the next one.